welcome back or welcome to my drawing channel if you are new. Today I thought that to fit the vibe of this skin tone type of video, since we're working with like skin tone shades, I would paint my nails a nude color. This LA Colors Color Craze in a shade 619 from the Dollar Tree. I love this color, but unfortunately all of my nails broke on me. This one is on the verge of breaking and so is this one, so this is why I don't have nails. And then I put some tattoos on my hands because I was like, I'm gonna start making my hands look prettier for drawing videos. They focus on your hands and then this happens. Go ahead and move that over there. Every drawing that I have drawn in this book so far has consisted of me using skin tone colors within that drawing for a specific character. But after this picture of Sophia from Sophia the First that I drew the other day, I definitely wanted to focus in on skin tone colors because I was struggling with this one. So I wanted to get a sense of how to use these colors and what works on black paper and so on and so on. In the back of the book, this is where I keep my swatches. When I first drew on this paper for the first time, I wanted to get an idea of what kind of shades would work, which actually show up on black paper, which pretty much every shade did show up except for, like, of course, the black ones. The other two packs of color pencils I've had, but I went out and bought the Prismacolor pencils in Peach Beige and 50% French Gray. So I'll just be setting up the rest of the color pencils. I'm just going to swatch the two Prismacolor pencils that I have. The first one is Peach Beige, and then the second one I'm swatching is French Gray. And I'm swatching them on my miscellaneous page of colored pencils, pens, markers, and pencils because, you know, this is just a page where I swatch random things. I don't swatch whole packages and packets of colored pencils. So this first one is, like I said, Peach Beige, and it is a beige peachy tone. Well, a beige with peachy undertones, that's what I would say. Of course, it's not showing up true to color on black paper because that's not, you know, the point of this. The point is to get an understanding of how these shades look on black paper so that by the time I do go to use them, I know which shades I need to be using. And then this second one right here is, of course, French Gray, and this is a gray tone. Now I can't really tell, but I think it may be like a neutral gray. I can't tell like if it's warm tone or cool tone, so that's why I'm going with more of like a neutral tone gray. But they're different types of tones and I like how they look so far. Now on the other side of this page, I am going to swatch all the rest of the skin tone colored pencils that I personally have. So these wax colored pencils that I got from Amazon, the light ones, and then the dark ones, I'm going to swatch them side by side to get an idea of how these will look as well, because wax pencils perform differently compared to color pencils. Like I've said before, wax pencils are better for layering on top of regular color pencils in my opinion. And then for the heading of everything, I am using that General's chalk pencil in the shade white. I went ahead and swatched all of the 24 shades of the colors of the world as well because I started on a drawing in the light shades. Nothing was working. All 24 and all 24, including these two, which makes 50. So 50 colored pencils swatched. You're welcome. After swatching all 50 shades, you could definitely see the shade variation, and then focusing in on those that I'm pointing to at the bottom, the Crayola colors of the world, you can see like with the lighter shades, there's not much of a variation between the tones. They all look very similar. They look very beige tone. There may be some pink hints here and there, but you can see like these medium tone shades, you could definitely see a shade variation with those. Like you can see the caramel, the warm, the neutral tones and things like that. And right here you can see where I got started on a drawing and I was like, no, I don't like how this is coming out. So I went back to swatch those colors of the world color pencils because I can't figure out which color pencil would work the best, even though they're all similar. These are the pictures that I'm going to be taking inspiration from, just picking out a few of the women in here that I want to draw. I love these pictures and the tones that people create for Women's History Month. I think that these look great. I'm not going to do the background color even though I wanted to. I'm just going to focus on the women because of course I want to keep the black paper focus on like the skin tone. I'm just going to draw them and color them in with the color pencils. Usually I will sketch them out with the pencil, but I'm just going right in with the colors. I am challenging myself to not only draw small today, but to also focus on using just the color pencils instead of sketching like I usually do. I did want to show right here on this girl with Ventalegra that using that orange wax pencil, like just lightly shading it in, really helps to bring out the warm undertone. So that is what I am doing here. As long as you shade it light, it won't look orange. It'll just bring out the warm golden undertones. Just to wrap it up and gather my final thoughts on using skin tone colors on black paper, because of course I've used it on white paper before but never really focusing on black paper. But anyway, let's say it like this: the light medium and medium deep skin tone colors show up really well. You can basically see that on the bottom row of the women that have those type of skin tones, but I feel like the fair, light, deep and dark skin tones don't really show up that well. The fair skin tones, especially at the top, can pull to gray, and then the deeper dark skin tones blend right into the paper unless it's on top of like that shirt, for an example, that the girl is wearing at the top. But the other skin tones, they work very well on their own, but you just really have to layer when it comes to a black paper. And that's what I was talking about before, like layering with the wax colored pencils and how it could bring out different undertones within a specific skin tone. So it still works well, but you have to manipulate the black paper in a way that you don't, of course, have to do with, the regular white paper like the Canson book that I use or the Dollar Tree paper that I use. So all in all, really enjoy using this black paper. This is probably going to be my last video using the black paper for a while, because I do want to get back to my other drawings that are not going to be done on this type of paper. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video was as helpful as possible. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.